welcome to the Matrix Path of Neo commentary with me, Skully the Metalhead. I like the Matrix, and I hope you do too, and there are really not enough commentaries, playthroughs, let's plays, whatever's your poison, out there on the internet, so I figured I might as well give the Matrix Path of Neo a little bit more recognition and, just give it a commentary and see if people love it or not. Of course, that is entirely dependent on whether or not my commentary is actually good or not, and if you watch my Silent Hill playthrough, which I recommend that you do not, yeah, I probably am not the best person to do that, but you know what? I love the Matrix. I assume that you do too, since you're watching this commentary, or maybe you're of that new breed of generation that suddenly hates the Matrix because the nostalgia critics said so. I'll try not to rant about that too much, but I will say this: Doug Walker's review of that game was biased. Well, not the game, the movie trilogy was biased as fuck. But anyway, let's focus on the game with this emerald green city. And yeah, so the game starts off with you given the choice of taking the blue pill or the red pill. Now, if you've seen the movies, which, as a kid, I did not, been playing this game, don't ask, I found this game at a bargain bin. But, yeah, if you choose the blue pill, put simply, you're a dumbass. You probably should go watch the movies, because the first time playing this, I chose the blue pill, because again, I was completely unaware of the movies, and, basically what happens is that it takes you back to the title screen. You know, to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of surprised. And why is Neo wearing his bloody Matrix getup like the one he wore in the first movie? Like, I always found that weird, because, like, again, when I was a kid, I didn't know about the movies. I just thought it was based on this game, which in turn was based on Into the Matrix, which I played first. And, I thought, like, the Matrix Revolutions ended with Neo given the choice to relive the events of the Matrix or something, and, Morpheus just offered him the red and blue pill. Don't ask why, I was a very stupid kid back then, and I kinda believed everything. But as for this level right here, this is essentially a skill test level, for the lack of a better word. Put simply, it's gonna give you a barrage of enemies, one of which you'll actually never face again, which will be coming up quite soon. And, again, based on how many enemies you defeat, or at least what certain class of enemies, that will pretty much determine your skill level. If you, manage to defeat none, then, you're stuck with Disciple, which is easy mode. And, if you beat... I'll kinda list it off as we go along, but, this security guard right here, you will never face them in the game ever again. Well, except for maybe a little bit of the next area, but you don't necessarily fight them, but I'll get into that a little bit later. As for basic attacks, well, you can probably tell from the button prompts on screen, but it's triangle to punch, circle to do a bit of a grabby move, I don't quite know what to call it. And, yeah, you can also use focus by pressing L1, which is essentially Max Payne's bullet time, although I think the Matrix did it first since the movies came out in 99. But yeah, this game is actually a fairly decent action game, I'm gonna say right off. I plan to do a review of this game at some point in the future, but let's just say this game is pretty kick-ass. Or at least in my opinion, that's probably my nostalgia for the game talking. But, yeah, first of all, let's beat up some pigs. Damn cops, and I just wait for him to get up. And yeah, you also get to use firearms in this game. As you can see, well, the tutorials pretty much do my job for me, so I guess I don't really need to explain the game mechanics. As for anything else, well, yeah. So again, I'm pretty sure if you beat, these guys right here, I'm not really too sure what to call them, I'm pretty sure they're just military dudes, or at least that's what I'm calling them. Yeah, if you beat these guys, you will pretty much unlock the normal difficulty of the game, otherwise known as the Master. Now, what I'm not going to show off here, purely for the sake of time, is, the one mode, or at least how you unlock it, which basically, from this point on, it progresses from, military, SWAT guys, which you'll see in a second, and they totally kick my ass, and, after that, that's an agent, then it's a rogue program, otherwise, one that I call Asian guy, because, well, I lost a lot to that guy. I mean, Jesus, man, they are one tough cookie, but unlike agents, the rogue programs do not dodge bullets, which is a good thing, I guess. And these SWAT douches right here really annoy the fuck out of me, man. I mean, you'll probably see in a second, but they have this really annoying shield attack in which they just knock you to the side and, you know, just take off a good chunk of your health. You see, like, right there, that is one of the most annoying things that can happen in this game. The best thing to do is just to, you know, repeatedly combo their ass, but, you know, do not grab their shield under any circumstances, otherwise they'll just knock you back and just be a bit of an asshole. Ugh. But, yeah, anyway, after the rogue program, you then fight Agent Smith. Or I'm pretty sure it's just Smith, and after that you unlock the 1 mode, which is essentially hard difficulty, and Jesus fucking Christ, it lives up to its name. But despite all that, I still love this game. And I'm pretty sure, depending on certain requirements, difficulties and all that, you can unlock cheat codes and shit. Which is actually pretty cool. You know, I had a lot of fun using it, and I died. But, yeah, honestly, I don't really feel that much satisfaction from winning anyway, so fuck it. Oh, and another thing I'm going to be doing, because a lot of the game uses clips from the movies to make its cutscenes, I'm going to be cutting them out really because they're really heavily copyrighted. Excuse me, right? Shit, I cannot speak for the life of me. Like, whenever I'm in commentary mode, my brain is just in motor mouth. But anyway, copyright strikes equals bad, and as a result of that, no movie footage. So, shit. Anyway, we now take control of Tom Anderson as he tries to escape from the Metacortec building. Why did the agents not decide to just check inside this cubicle with a glowing green aura around it? I have no idea.
Go now.
But, anyway.
Follow the officer.
You know, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm pretty sure somebody would take notice of a guy just, you know, sneaking around. I mean, people do have peripheral vision for a reason, man. But, this portion of the game, I guess, can be considered stealth, but it's really just a matter of go here, hide here, wait for a few seconds for this event to happen.
Across from you.
And it's not really too interesting. Though I am really surprised, I mean, I'm still surprised that nobody really takes notice. I mean, like, if you walk up to one of the bloody workers, they just go, "Anderson, what are you doing?" And that's about it. I mean, it's a good thing there's no tattletales in this Metacortec building, otherwise Neo would be fucked. So yeah, this... You know, seriously, these police aren't very thorough with their searches, you know, like... And they don't even have any peripheral vision to hear a guy, like, sneaking right behind him.
Weights in your pants, buddy?
Against the cube wall.
But anyway, thanks to these glowing green auras, Neo can just, evade the police like that. You know, I wish that police evasion was that easy. I mean, Jesus, being a crook would be hell simple by this point. Anyway, just time it until Agent Smith turns his back. And you can then scurry across the floor. He's got his back against the air. Neo really is the one. Even before he was, you know, Neo, he was just Tom Anderson by this point.
Move along the wall.
Because, you know, Tom's a very funny name, because that's not Messiah-like.
To the corner.
Ugh, I hate Doug Walker right now.
Any luck?
And again, you know, Matrix fanboyism notwithstanding, but that review, man, Jesus fucking Christ.
Probably locked
I
himself
would
in a
bitch
room
slap
somewhere.
Doug for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in here.
But enough of my ranting.
I hear that.
You know, it's a good thing that nobody decided to walk up this hallway, otherwise Neo would be seen. And... I know I shouldn't really be questioning realism, given the fact that it's the Matrix and it's a computer program, which on that note, which means this game has absolutely no glitches whatsoever, because they were intentionally programmed to give the authenticity of the Matrix. I mean that in a joking manner, but also literally as well, as some missions will later detail.
Anderson? No, I
Anyway,
haven't.
Agent Smith just
If
comes
I
in
do,
here and,
I'll be sure to
well,
let you know.
this woman decides to help out Neo for some reason. Thanks,
There
Dollface.
is an office at the end of the next hall. It will lead
So
you
anyway,
outside.
Smith just has no peripheral vision, he doesn't decide to turn around or anything. Maybe that's because Neo was one lucky motherfucker.
Are you nuts?
But aside from that, this sequence overall is just kind of a waiting game, to be perfectly honest. You can't open any doors to be real with you, and yeah, just follow the path and you'll find your way out of here. Graphically speaking though, well, I should probably save my review things for the actual review itself.
Cortex, how may I direct?
But yeah, there's not really too much to talk about aside from hide here, go there, and all that. No, this is around about the point where you can escape.
Agent Brown on line 2.
Anyway, this guy just walks out.
Damn agents. Hold my calls. I'll be back in a few.
It occurs to me I've run out of commentary. Well, I think this one has gone, or at least so far has gone better than the Silent Hill commentary, mostly because of the fact that, well, I'm not stuttering as much. Run away, run away, run away. And Neo just, you know, pushes the police off like a boss, because I'm pretty sure most police would probably have tackled him down. There was also another movie clip. And this is where the game differs significantly from the movie counterpart. You see, in the movie, Neo, I would say, okay, dude, I am not climbing up to the roof, you know, on the side of a building, man. Fuck that, like any normal person. So he goes back inside and accepts the capture. On the other hand, in this game, you actually get to climb to the roof and escape from Metacortec with Trinity. The thing here is that you have a choice. You are the one, Neo. First choice, you can accept the capture and, you know, have it play out like the movie, or you can choose to escape, which leads to some pretty interesting results. And by interesting results, I mean, you know, more sneaking around and pushing police officers away as if, I don't know, they're people standing in line, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure police would use more brutal force than just, I've got you, and have you in a little bit of a hold there. Oh, jeez. You know, if I was in Neo's situation, I would probably shit myself. Because, yeah, I have kind of a fear of heights. Among many other things. But, anyway, this cop, with a gun, I assume, because he's kind of in a battle-ready stance, he just holds it up and says, "It's Anderson. Maybe he's suicidal." Possible. I don't know. What did Neo have to live for? Well, he did have to help his landlord carry out her garbage, I guess, but, yeah. I guess that was kind of the power fantasy the Matrix really had, you know, computer hacker gets, like, supernatural powers and a hot bimbo. That's really all Trinity was. I'm sorry for people that like Trinity. He just clipped through the floorboard, man. Neo really is the one. Anyway, those floorboards must be weak as fuck, cause, like, I don't know who the hell... I don't know if they would break that easily, if they were structurally weakened or anything, but, Jesus, man. Anyway, so now we have to fight a police officer who just so happened to be on the outside of the building. I mean... well, I guess since he was caught earlier, they could have reported him to be outside, but I don't know. And again, he just pushes the guard off callously. I mean, dude, seriously. If fighting off police was that easy, there would probably be no laws at all. There'd probably just be anarchy and chaos. Well, there is a military, I suppose, but whatever. Anyway, steady, steady, steady. And Neo just caused the police officer to fall to his death. What a fucking wanker. So anyway, yeah, take that, you cone. You can fall to the ground with the police officer, telling people to mind them of his dead corpse. Anyway, we now meet a new friendly face who will help us for a maximum of probably about 2 minutes. You know, this guy seems really, really chilled out for a person who just saw a cop fall from a bloody, I don't know how many stories tall building, but yeah, he's just like, oh, so there's a guy up there, a fallen police officer. My day can't get any worse. What's this? A cop. What's Neo gonna do? Matrix. Careful, Neo.
Give it up, Anderson.
Never. That's honestly what I... like, ever since I play this game, I honestly expect him to say never in that sort of tone of voice. But, yeah. He told him to freeze and he's still moving. If I was a cop, I probably would have shot him by now. But anyway, how will Neo escape from the police officer or the agent? You're gonna have to find out next time in The Matrix, Path of Neo commentary. Peace out.